Okay, so this extension activity asks you to do two things. The first thing is that it asks you to use your bookmark that you used to write down words and phrases. You didn't get this. It's my fault, okay? But what it's asking you to do is to write down words and phrases about the setting from Tuck Everlasting. So before we do anything, we need to first make sure we have some words and phrases that describe the setting. I've just got some examples for you here. So notice that I'm writing these down before I do this extension. So some of the things I read in the novel are the first week of August is motionless and hot, curiously silent, so it's quiet. There's lightning, but there's no thunder, no relieving rain. The author's using some really interesting words here. She also talks a lot about the road and how it looks really relaxed and peaceful before the wood, but then it veered sharply. That means that it became very sharp, very not relaxed when it reaches the wood. And then I also put down a note about the Tuck's touch me not cottage. I just like that. I like that phrase. I like that phrasing a lot. So the author uses some of these phrases and words to talk about the setting. So that's the first part. The second part is then to write a response describing a real or imagined setting using some of the words and phrases that you wrote down. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is just an example of how I'll do that, okay? So I'm just going to write down a response, probably 5 sentences, and I'm going to try to use some phrases that I've found in my novel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this first, and then I'll talk to you about how I decided to use some of these phrases. So let's see. The first week of August is motionless and hot. Okay, I'm going to talk about Cairo. So I want you to see that I wrote my own sentence, and then I found a great way that I could use this phrase in my extension. So I might just, maybe I'll highlight that, or I'll check it off if I've got a pen, but I'm just showing that I've used that, okay? So I decided to use this phrase here, curiously silent. Okay, so what I'm doing is you can create any setting that you want, whether it's made up or whether it's real. I like to write about things that I've experienced before, which is why I'm going to try it. Okay. Let's see. The heat is always high and never allows for anybody to take a break. I read a little bit more information here. Let's see. Cars, horses, donkeys, and street vendors fill the air with a loud, I could use a vocabulary word here. Maybe torrent. Yeah. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences. This would be acceptable to me. And what I want you to know is that I didn't use all of these phrases, but I used a couple. And I found ways to plug them into this extension. So this is just a way to practice showing the setting of a made-up place or a real place. And you want to use the phrases that you found in the novel in your description. So you can try practicing using some of these phrases.